transferred his army from the island of Gorée to Cape Verde on the current site of the square. All sorts of merchandise was traded here: gold, pepper, amber, ivory, gum resin, and slaves. The modern houses which lie along the broad avenues have taken the place of Dakar's traditional colonial buildings. Today, Dakar is a city of skyscraper-lined streets which are choked with an ever-increasing number of cars. It's been difficult to adapt modern architecture to the African environment. The overall impression of Dakar is of a city which has been heavily influenced by the Europeans. Today, Dakar spreads over most of the Cape Verde Peninsula, from the administrative center to the outskirting neighborhoods of Pekin and Guadiowaye. The traditional market of Dakar is colorful and rich in activity. Here, one can find some of the most beautiful Senegalese objects that are made, such as the tam-tam, the basic instrument of African music. Among the most interesting local products are hand-painted materials. These locally made pieces, known as lagos, have original designs printed in bright colors. African masks are another popular item. Though these items are today made to satisfy the ever-growing tourist industry, they still represent for the most traditional inhabitants of this country an important symbol. This is the case of Senegal's oldest religion, animism. This ancient religion embraces the belief that all things found on earth have a soul, and certain powers which are represented by these masks. Accordingly, it's believed that trees, animals, and even rocks harbor their own spiritual force. Animism as a religion no longer exists for the most part, but Africa's ancestral beliefs are not far from the people's minds and hearts. In the Kaolack region, for example, lizards are believed to be gods, and the inhabitants of this area would never think of harming one. Even if today the healers' medicines, prayers, and magical practices seem somewhat folkloric, certain ceremonies are still performed by the most isolated tribes, such as the exorcism ritual to rid a mentally ill patient of the devil which has taken over his body.